Hello, welcome back to Fantasy Scope, where we dive into the latest news, theories, and deep dive breakdowns across fantasy entertainment. People magazine ran an exclusive cover reveal for an upcoming romantasy called The Arcane Arts, written by S.D. Coverley. The article was actually an interview with the authors. We'll get to that part in a second. We're breaking down everything we know about the Arcane Arts, the facts, the authors, and why this book's already stirring conversation. We will be diving straight into the symbolism, comparisons, and the cover itself to see what it's really hinting at beneath the surface. Just a quick disclaimer before we dive in, nothing here is official, just my own research and opinions. Some of this might spoil too much for you, so consider this your heads up. And as always, interpretations vary, so drop your theories in the comments. Half the fun is hearing your take. First, a quick rundown on the book. What it is, what we know, and what's already been released. The Arcane Arts is a dark academia romantasy set at a prestigious New England university that teaches more than magic. Students study technology, literature, and science alongside the arcane arts. Our main character is Elsbeth, a graduate student researching the arcane itself, naturally because we wouldn't be reading if she wasn't. For her thesis, she turns to her professor to explore a very specific form of taboo magic, as the publisher calls it. Tropes readers should expect dark academia, forbidden magic, student-mentor romance, morally gray characters, and of course, a serious power imbalance. Which, let's be honest, doesn't sound healthy. The name S.D. Coverley is actually a pen name for Dana Schwartz and Dan Frey. Schwartz is best known for Anatomy, a love story, and its sequel, Immortality, gothic romantic novels about ambitious women navigating power, science, and morality. Frey, on the other hand, wrote The Future Is Yours and Dreambound, stories that mix speculative tech with ethical dilemmas and the cost of innovation. Together, they've stepped into dark academia and romantasy territory, which feels like the perfect overlap of their strengths. In their interview with People, both authors admitted the project pushed them out of our comfort zones, and that the Arcane Arts demands they redefine right and wrong. Before I continue to the next fact, Dana was also on Jeopardy once, so that's cool. One line from People magazine is doing all the heavy lifting for this book's tone and theme. Saltburn meets Babel, which at first I thought these could be like historical cities. When they say Saltburn, I believe they're referring to the film, a story about obsession, privilege, and moral decay inside an elite social circle. And Babel is a dark academia novel about power, colonialism, and how knowledge itself becomes a weapon. And if they're putting those two together, then they're promising a morally gray exploration of power, a world where intellect, desire, and ambition blur together until no one can tell if they're learning or corrupting. The cover is surprisingly simple for a fantasy release, especially compared to what we're used to seeing. No swords, no castles, no glowing magic circles, but it's definitely striking. It should stand out instantly on a shelf crowded with illustrated dragons and fae. The design comes from Regina Flath with photography by Yaroslav Danilchenko, and together they went minimalist, a candle sculpted in the shape of a woman's torso, slowly melting. The red background feels like pure passion and obsession. It's hot, indulgent, and just a little dangerous. The beige, almost ivory tone softens it. That's your academic, elite, ambitious grounding. Together, they give off that I'm quietly losing my mind in a candlelit library vibe. And the lit, melting torso promises self-destruction, desire consuming identity. Even the font ties it all together. Sharp, serifed, and scholarly, like a thesis written at 3 a.m., it's giving vibes that someone could slowly become insane. There's not a whole lot I could get yet. There's rumors the professor is teetering on divorce in this story, while our character is his student. Imagine that scandal if or when it comes out in the book. I'll have to do an updated report whenever they release excerpts or anything closer to May 19th in 2026. I provided links for pre-order if anyone is interested in getting in. It's fun to piece these worlds together as a community, so add your thoughts in the comments. What details or theories are you seeing that I missed? Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next fantasy bookish news. I cover the latest fantasy news, leaks, and story theories across the worlds readers love most. and I'll see you in the next one.